Would you like to learn how to create shabby chic mixed media tags using 3D embossing folders? Hi, this is Nanette and welcome to another episode of My Little Attic Studio. For this project, we will be using the Bold Sentiment stamp set, the Terrific Tags die set, and for the embossing folders, we will be using the Sylvan Baroque, the Blooming Through the Seasons, and the book covering engravings 3D embossing folders. We will also need mixed media cardstock, some distress ink sprays and oxides, an embossing dabber, embossing powder, and anti-static tool. First, use the die to cut tags from the mixed media cardstock. Next, add gesso to the entire surface of the tags. Gesso is used to prime or prep a surface prior to painting or coloring. Priming will allow the pigments to stay on the surface of the cardstock. I used a stiff brush to add texture to the surface as well. Make sure to brush in different directions to add texture streaks all over the tag. Dry the tags with a craft tool. Now we are ready to emboss. For the first tag, I used the Sylvan Baroque. In the embossing folders, there are openings wherein you can insert the tag. Position the tag so that the image will only emboss the left and lower edges of the tag. Embossed the other tags using the Blooming Through the Seasons and the book covering engravings 3D embossing folders. Make sure that only the edges are embossed. Here we have the 3 embossed tags. Now we are ready to add some colors. Make sure to choose colors that will blend well together. Tilt the tags and add water to move the pigments around. Make sure to dry in between adding colors. I wanted the colors to be more intense, so I added more. You can add splatters, and use water to move the pigments again. I added just a bit of rusty hinge for more contrast. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to move the pigments around. For this tag, I wet the surface first before adding the ink sprays. This will allow the inks to blend better. Re-emboss the tags by lining up the designs so the images will be crisp again. Next, I used an anti-static tool to remove the static from the surface. Here I'm testing the surface if it's already dry. The second tag shows that it's still wet in areas where the embossing powder stuck, so I had to go in and dry it using the craft tool. Prep the surface again with anti-static tool. Then lightly add embossing ink to the embossed areas. Then pour embossing powder over the surfaces and use a brush to remove the excess. You only want highlights of gold on the images. Add more embossing ink. Next, emboss the tags using a heat tool. And here are the embossed tags. Whenever I have sentiment stamp sets, I like to stamp the sentiments all at the same time. Using a MISTI tool, place the sentiments on the cover, ink it with clear embossing ink, and emboss it with rose gold embossing powder. Add foam strips to attach the sentiments to the tags. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more video tutorials.